Some days I'm like, no, I'm just not gonna adult today. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. Hey guys, it's Jess from Shestheposh. Welcome back. And today I have a handbag review video for you. We are going to be reviewing the Givenchy Antigona bag in the small, and this one is the shiny calfskin or smooth leather. So if that's something you're into, please stay tuned. I make videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and they're all designer and fashion related, and I never pay full price for any of these pieces. I love to share with you all my tips and tricks of the trade. If that's something you're into, please remember to subscribe below and ring my bell. Okay, let's get started. I feel like a little off today, a little under the weather. I had food poisoning a couple of days ago, and that is insane. Like, I've never had food poisoning before, and it's just awful. So I'm still recovering from that. But I'm really determined to stay on my schedule. So if I seem a little off, or you're like, oh, your energy, you know, like, it's like you're sick, but you're trying to be an adult at the same time. And like, adulting's hard. It's hard some days. We're gonna do a review video on this beautiful bag, the Givenchy Antigona. Mine is the black. This is the shiny calfskin. I think sometimes they call it the smooth leather. The other version, I think is like called a sugar leather. I think they may call it sugar. But mine is in the smooth. And to be honest, I have been pleasantly surprised with this bag. If you've seen my other video, I didn't pay very much for this bag. I got it on the secondhand market, which I definitely recommend for this because this bag does not resell very well. I mean, I think these bags cost around $2,000, around that, or just under $2,000. And then the resale for them is just around $1,200 to $1,400, depending on the condition. And mine was in excellent condition from Fashion Mall, which basically means brand new, except without the tags. So this bag, I was concerned about it being this smooth, but I kind of was drawn to this. I just thought that this looked so chic. I loved the silver hardware. I loved how chunky it looked. I loved the black, and I was looking for a bag that was a little bit bigger that I could wear in the winter time. I like to wear bigger bags in the winter and fall time because it gets really cold. I wear a lot of like bigger, poofier coats, and I feel like a bigger bag just looks better and more chic with the coats. I tend to go for smaller bags and crossbody bags in the spring and summer, but in the winter I like to go for bigger bags. So this bag is actually very, very durable. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I have like no scratches on this bag whatsoever. I was just really, really impressed by the hardware, by the scratching. Like, I do not see anything, and it does not have feet, it just has the leather, but I'm not noticing anywhere. And I was not easy on this bag in the winter. I mean, this bag, you know, I'm carrying my son and wearing this bag because I could fit, you know, diapers and lots of things in here. So sometimes I've used this as a mom bag when I was taking him somewhere. Because of the strap, I could just fling it over my shoulders. So I am very, very impressed with this bag. When you open up the zipper here, it is kind of like a big dark pit. So if you have like a lot of stuff, you know, you have trouble, you might have trouble, that might be a negative of the bag, finding the stuff because of the dark interior, but you could probably look up maybe getting a bag organizer. I haven't felt the need to get a bag organizer for this particular one. Plus I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it, so maybe I'll look and see if I can find somebody that makes it. Usually they have them on Etsy, but it has a zipper in the back here, and then there's two pockets right here. So really small pocket. I guess you could put like, you know, lip gloss and stuff like that. I don't really put anything in the pockets there because I have a pouch that I put everything in. But if you needed to, you could probably maybe slide your sunglass case or something in there. So the only negatives I have for this bag is this zipper. Sometimes it gets stuck kind of on this corner here. So I really like when a bag, I can just wear it on my shoulder and I can just unzip it with one hand. That's like something I really love and appreciate about bags. But this one, sometimes it just gets caught. Not every time, but sometimes. So that can be a negative of the bag. There also is a weight to this bag. Like, I'm actually kind of feeling this in my arm, and there's nothing in this. So with the bag of this size, you might be tempted to like stick a bunch of stuff in it, because I've done that. Like, I've put like books in here. You can fit, I can't fit my laptop, but I definitely fit like an iPad. Again, I fit toys and stuff for my son. I put a bunch of things in here. So you're quickly gonna have a weight to this bag. It does have this strap, so when I put that strap over my shoulder, I don't really feel the weight too bad, but there is gonna be a weight to it, especially like if you wanted to hold it this way and not be using this strap. With this bag, mine is not, it's an older version, not the brand new version. So this does not detach. Some of the newer ones have that detached. So you might wanna make sure if you're looking for this on the secondhand market that you're paying attention to whether the strap detaches and also the length of the strap. The older ones, you're probably gonna get a really good deal on that. You might get them at 1,000 or just under 1,000 for those ones, but the strap is actually shorter. So when you put it on your shoulder, it's actually gonna fit like tucked really underneath your armpit, which is annoying because these straps, I do like that they're stiff. I love the look of that, but if these were digging into my armpit, that would drive me absolutely bonkers. So when you're looking up this bag, just make sure that you're getting the longer strap because you can tell by the length of the strap. And if you want this detached because you kind of want to be the option of wearing it without the strap, just make sure that you're getting that version. You just have to read through that. And if you're buying from a seller like on eBay, just make sure, hey, what's the length of the strap? Does it detach? That's something I have for you. So the dimension of the bag, this is the small size. And again, it doesn't seem very small, and I agree with that. If you were expecting a smaller bag, I would go for the mini. But this one, if you look, the base length here is around 11 inches, so almost a foot there. And I'm just doing the base length, but it does pop out a little bit more up here. But we're going by this length here. And then the width is about 6.5 inches here. This drop for the smaller handle is around 3.25 inches. And then this length right here is around 13.5 inches. So that's really nice to go over your shoulder, and it's gonna come, this is gonna drop closer to your waist, but you cannot wear it crossbody. Then this height of the bag, if you're just going from like the zipper down, is about 10 inches. This height right here, if you go with that. So again, you could easily stuff so much in this bag. Let me show you what can fit. Like, let me just show you with my stuff in the bag. Maybe get an idea how stuff could get lost, or, you know, just an idea like how much you can fit in this bag. Because I don't really carry a whole lot, which is why I don't have necessarily problems with the weight, but let me show you. Here's the bag I'm currently rocking. This is the Chloe Faye. Mine is a beautiful, I call her Fancy Faye. She's a Fancy Faye. She has this really nice like fur calf skin right here, which you can pet her. And she's very, very pretty and fancy. So I'm just gonna take what I have here out. And this is what I carry on a regular basis, but you could obviously fit so much more in here. So open my zipper. So I just have my Rosaline coin case that we're gonna stick right in there. My pouch I carry all the time. My Gucci 6-ring key holder, sunglass case, and this cute little case I got like at TJ Maxx for like hardly any money, but I wanted something to be like, you know, flat that could go in all my stuff. And then I just have this Coach card case, and you slide that in. And now you'll be able to see, I don't know if you can see that right there, how you could still, like, I have tons of room for more stuff, but then you can also kind of see the negative where your stuff can kind of get lost in there. So I might think about getting a bag organizer for this. In a color to help with that. Since I'm planning on keeping this, before I wasn't sure, you know, I like to try a bag. I use Fashion File, and I do the, they do a 6-month buyback where you get 70% of what you bought the item for, which is how I got this bag right here. I ended up selling my bag, one of my bags, my, I think it was my Chloe Drew bag I actually sold. And so I had about close to $1,000 that I could put towards another bag, which I chose. This wasn't this one, and I'm so glad I did. And I recommend that, like buying a bag secondhand, you know, try it out for 6 months, give it some time. But if you're not loving it, you're not keeping it, it's time to move on and to sell it. So that's what I like to use Fashion File for that, especially when I'm trying a new brand. So I'm really happy to have this bag in my collection. Let me know if you have any other questions about the bag. I'd be happy to answer for you. Let me know if you'd like a review of something else. And as always, guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye, guys.